Hello everyone, welcome to TUTORIEX, and in this video I'll talk to you about all the things that you need to know when you are uploading your Chrome extensions to Chrome Webstore, that is the store provided by Google Chrome. So I already told you the basics of extension in my playlist, that is Chrome extension 101. You can check that playlist out in the YouTube channel. I'll add the link in the description and also in the top of the video. So let's get on to this video. So you can see my Chrome Web Store is open, that you can just open using Chrome Web Store. Just search it on Google and open Chrome Web Store. And what you have to do, you have to click on this triple dot and you have to open the developer dashboard. And how you can open the developer dashboard, right? So when you are using it for the first time, you will not have this dev window. So I'll give you an example using my normal browser window. Let me drag it here and let me open my Chrome Web Store here. Store. So if I open Chrome Web Store here and if I click on double dot, and if you see developer window here, because I don't have it here, so let me verify that it's me. Okay, so I entered my password and it's saying I'm signed in, and okay, this is just from Chrome. So what it's asking me accept developer agreement and policies. You have to agree and you have to pay this $5 registration fee. So using tax and all, it will be kind of like $5 to $6. So you have to pay this registration fee for the first time for the onboarding process, so you can get access to the developer account and you can add your extension to Chrome Web Store. So I already have access here, so I'm logged in, and let's see how it looks like here. Okay, not now. I am signed in and you will see my developer window. Okay, so I have two extensions already live in Chrome Web Store. I'll show you. So I can open this extension on my web store also. So this is the official Chrome Web Store and my extension is live. You see 1000 users are using already this extension. This is actually used in my college for my college students. So you see 1000 people are using this extension. So this is live, right? So what you have to do when you have to upload one extension from scratch, so you'll just simply come here and click on new items and it will say drop your zip file here. So you need the zip file of the extension. So what you have to do, first create an extension, and if you are using normal HTML, CSS, JavaScript, you'll have your extension something looks like this. You'll have a background JS, content script, manifest, and manifest is mandatory. If you don't know about extension, you can check out my playlist here on the description. I'll give you the link, so you'll get the idea how to create an extension. And also if you are creating an extension using React, you'll have your build file or dist file that contains only the HTML, CSS, JavaScript files. So you have to compress that file into a zip. So I'll use my WinRAR here to zip that. So I'll add to archive and I'll zip this. So you see project 1 input extension. This was the project I made while inside my Udemy course. So if you want to go get that Udemy course, maybe I'll provide that link in the description also, because that course includes the videos and quizzes and also some small projects. So I'll maybe give you the link here also. So now our project is compressed, our extension is compressed. I can upload it here. Like I'll browse the files, and it was inside my desktop, so I'll come inside desktop. It was here, and I selected that, right? So let it process. Okay, it's done. Now you have to do all the things. First you have to provide the description here. You have to select a category, like what is the extension is all about. If it's helping with productivity, if it's helping with communication, art and design, and all the stuff you can choose from here. So I'll say like it is helping with education, and you can select a language. By default it will be English. So, and you have to select an icon. You see 128 pixels, so you have to be very specific about these things. You have to design that icon, and maybe you can use some online tool to create this 128 by 128. You have to have a promo video. Like if I show you here, you see there's a promo video. This is nothing, just my YouTube video. So you can see the promo video here. Screenshot you can add if you see here also. So these are the screenshots that I have added, and you can see all the resolutions that are very strict. You have to add on this resolution only. So these are all provided here. Small promo videos, this is promo title. All this will be shown in different size window. If you are opening in Chrome, if you are opening in desktop, if your link is displayed somewhere. So let's come to the additional part, official URL. You can provide your, if you have an website, you can provide that URL here. Or if you have a website that contains all the information about the extension, you can provide that here. Support URL, you can use the support URL. So where it will show the support URL. So when you open the extension, you will see here the support thing. Report a concern, not here. Visit support hub. Contact the developer. Ask a question. So not here actually. Let me see where it is used, because I have provided a Google form link or something, so it will be shown somewhere around here. So when the user clicks, you can redirect them to a website or a form or whatever you want. So next thing, when you save that draft, you have to go to this privacy portion. This is the most important part when you are uploading the extension. So single purpose description, provide a very short and crisp description, because this Chrome people, they will literally check everything, and if your description doesn't match with your extensions, whatever the extension is doing, you will get straight up rejected. And this is the justification. This is the most important and crucial part when you are uploading extension. So all the permission that you requested inside the manifest file, you have to give the end-to-end justification, like why did you use that, why did you use this permission, why are you using it. And if you are just using a permission, so let me first tell you where is this permission thing coming from. So if I open my manifest.json in my VS Code, it will open by default. So if I zoom, you see what are the permission I require: scripting, active tab, bookmarks, context menu. So all these things have different features that I am using in my extension, so I requested this permission. So you have to give basically all the explanation, like why did you use it. So you have to give all the description and all the justification that you can. And then after you are done, and make sure these all are precise. And host permission also, if you are asking for any host permission, again, if you don't know all these things, you can comment down below. I can maybe create extensions video on advanced topics, because the playlist is just the thing that will get you started with the Chrome extensions. And then you will have to just select the checkbox, what are the data that you are collecting from user, and you have to clarify all the things. Privacy policy URL, if you have privacy policy URL, you can provide that. And then there's a distribution thing, so the visibility and which region you want to allow the extension to, if it's free of charge or if it has some kind of payment method that you are asking payment from user. So you have to choose all those options. So make sure you don't choose wrong answer, so you'll just get rejected, nothing else. Then you have to come to analytics part. So what you can do, so when your extension is published, Chrome Webstore gives you an option to connect your Google Analytics to Chrome extension. So if I open my analytics for this extension, analytics, so what it does, it automatically connects your Google Analytics to this, so you can see all the stats and visualize your downloads, the usage and everything. So you will see all the impression, all the users, all the ratings. This will be open to, like this is saying go back to editing. Once you publish the extension, only then you can access this page. This is some charts, which country is using my extension, all those stuff. You can visualize it literally really well, because this is the best thing that you can add to any web app or any application to visualize your usage and monitor all the data and stuff. So Chrome Webstore will have that feature to connect the Google Analytics directly. So yeah, that's it for this video. These were all the things that you have to follow when you're publishing a Chrome extension to Webstore and make it live for people to use. So I can just add it to Chrome, so or whoever is using that gonna use that extension, and we'll just click on that add to Chrome and add that extension, and it will be added to their browser. So that way your extension will be live in the market, right? So you saw, this was just a script that was just redirecting it to my YouTube channel. So yeah, that's it for this video. If you like this video, subscribe this channel, and if you want to know more about Chrome extension, comment down below. Maybe I'll create some advanced videos on Chrome extension, and maybe creating Chrome extension with Reacts and implementing all those Chrome APIs and all those stuff. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.